Let's look at Malawi, where millions of voters are heading to the polls in what's being called the most consequential election since the country embraced multi-party democracy in 1993. Over 7 million registered voters will be casting their ballots today, not just for the presidency, but also for the parliamentary seats and local council positions. With 17 presidential candidates on the ballot, the race is anything but predictable.
The frontrunners are incumbent President Lazarus Chakwera of the Malawi Congress Party, who is running for a second term, and his longtime rival, former President Peter Mutharika of the Democratic Progressive Party. Now, this marks their third showdown, and the rivalry is intense. News Central's Bongani Siziba joins us from Malawi this morning here on Breakfast Central. President Chakwera will cast his vote at the polls, and definitely, I'm sure, it's already done or it's about to be done. But let's head to you right now. Good morning to you, Bongani.
Our viewers, if I could ask my colleague Bonelo Mkasibe to show you my background. The president is here and he will be walking through this place anytime soon now, where he's going to cast his vote the other side. And we have just been told that the president is not going to take any media questions or any questions. He's just going to vote and then leave. But I can tell you that the voting is going on smoothly. We woke up around 4 to go around polling stations. The first polling station where we went to, there was a little bit of chaos because people didn't know where exactly to go. But afterwards, things were smoothly. Voting started. We moved to another polling station where we saw thousands of Malawians queuing just to cast their vote. And we are here at Malembo Primary School, where in Lilongwe, where the President Lazarus Chakwera is going to be voting. But I'll just move out to allow my colleagues Bonelo just to show you around the people that are here that are waiting to cast their vote. It has been going very smoothly. I can say that all the polling stations that we have been going very smoothly. Police are around, also the military around, just checking for security to see that everything is going on well. Around 7.2 million registered voters casting their votes today out of more than 10 million eligible voters. So we have at least a difference of around 3 million those who didn't register to vote. But now they are out in their numbers to choose the person they want to rule them for the next 5 years.
Bongani, I believe you're in Lilongwe. Is there any report of the former president, Peter Mutharika? Has he voted in these elections? And when are we expecting the results to be announced? And are you expecting a keenly contested election?
I didn't quite get what you said, but I just heard something about results. So if I can answer to that, as you can see on our visuals, the SADC election observers just coming through to check if everything is going on well. We also saw other observers from COMESA and other observers that are around just coming through just to check if everything is going well. But talking about results, so what will happen is after the voting closes at 4 p.m., votes will be counted at polling centers, then taken to the tally center that is in Lilongwe, where they will be tallied, and then some of the results being announced. But I just heard that when I was talking to other journalists here, that it might take up to 8 days for them to announce, especially the presidential results. But everything will be done today. Results will be counted at polling stations, then taken to the tally station, where they will be put together just to tally the numbers. But I can tell you the president is here, but I can't see him, but we just heard that he's here. So anytime from now, the president will be coming to join the queue. So we had then go through the process of getting his name checked. After his name name is checked. Then they are using the ink that they dip your finger inside, so that some people, they don't come and vote twice. So he will also do the same process. Then from there he comes to this ballot box that is here, and then that's where he's going to vote. And then after, he will put his ballot paper there on that ballot box that we see there. So this is the process that the president will also do. We understand that the president will not jump the queue. He will also stand in the queue, wait for his chance to votes, then goes. Like I said in the beginning, the media, a person for the president, just told us that the president is not going to entertain any questions from the media. He will just vote, then leave.
Also, I'd like to find out, I can see from the video there seems to be a crowd. Would you say that there is a decent turnout at the various polling units? And I was worried that there might be concerns of voter apathy, but it would seem that that might not be something to worry about. What's the true position regarding the turnout at the polling units?
Olive, can you please repeat your question? You are a bit faint.
I was asking if you would say that there is a decent turnout at the polling units. Would you say a lot of people have come out to vote?
Yes, definitely. If the visuals that we sent through, you saw that the turnout, it's a big turnout, especially in the urban areas like Lilongwe. And here at the school that we are at, if I could also ask my colleague to move further so that he can show the visuals of people that are here. It's quite a big turnout. The queues, if I could count, there are more than 10 queues that I see, long queues here, people out in their numbers. So I can safely say that the queues are big. Citizens have come out in their numbers to vote. In the polling stations that we went through, we saw people voting in their numbers. The queues are big, despite that there is also a percentage that did not register, but the turnout is quite big.
Are we expecting this election to last? What's the duration, basically, for today? How long are we expecting this election to last? These elections, I mean, the election for today. How long?
The elections, they started early this morning at 6 a.m. and voting stations will close at 4 p.m. However, the Malawi Electoral Commission said that those that will be in the queue after 4 p.m. they will be allowed to vote. But actually, the polling stations would have closed then, so they will just allow those that are in the queues. But with the quite turnout that I'm seeing here, I doubt that in many stations by that time people will still be. There will be some people who wouldn't have come out to vote, because so far about 4 or 5 polling stations that I've been to, the queues are quite long, are very, very long, and we are still seeing people still coming, joining the queues. So we'll see what happens around 4 p.m. But as of now, the voting is happening in Malawi, and citizens have come out in their numbers to choose who they want to rule them for the next 5 years. I've been speaking to many citizens, some of them, but the challenge is the language barrier. Those ones that could speak English that I spoke to, many are speaking about the economic challenges that Malawi is facing. I'm sure you have seen the queues of fuel. Even today, they are still there. Some of them saying that maybe they won't be able to go to their voting stations because they have to take transport or drive. Some of them maybe drive to their rural homes just to vote. So because of the fuel scarcity, some of them won't be able to make it to their rural areas. But those that are also in the cities, they are talking about also Malawi rather is dependent on agriculture. So most of the people I spoke to said that the fertilizers in Malawi are very, very high, and most of them are, or most of the farmers, they cannot afford. So these are some of the challenges that they are facing. However, they are ready to vote for whoever they want to rule them for the next 5 years. We know that we have also Peter Mutharika, the former president of Malawi, who is also vying for the same seat. We have Joyce Banda, the former president of Malawi, who is also vying for the same seat. And we have the current vice president who took over when the former vice president passed away. He's also vying for the same seat, and other candidates too. So after today, when the Malawians vote, when the results come out, we'll see who is going to take that position and lead Malawians for the next 5 years.
Yeah, I want for the Malawians to have a peaceful transition of power, and that the elections and the polls reflect the desire of the people. Thank you very much, Bongani Siziba, for joining us from Malawi. We'll be following up with you. And now let's share with you what's coming up next on Breakfast Central.